What's up, guys? Welcome to Monday Reflections. Yesterday at Avenue South, we were in John chapter 20, verse 1 through 10, and then 19 through 23. Yes, that's right. And this was the resurrection of Jesus. It was Easter Sunday yesterday, and so the title of the message was Peace Be With You. In verses 1 through 10, we see that Mary goes to the tomb. Jesus ain't there. She runs to the disciples. Simon Peter runs to the tomb, and he sees that all of Jesus' clothes are folded, and Jesus ain't there. And then we skip ahead to verse 19, and this is when Jesus first appears to the disciples. They're in their home, wherever they are. The doors are locked, and somehow Jesus is able to get inside. Who knows how? He's Jesus. He can do that. The first thing he says is, "Peace be with you." Now, that is a greeting, and you can interpret that as Jesus was just saying, "Yo, what's up?" But we talked about this yesterday, that Jesus is very intentional with everything that he does and with everything that he says. And there was an intention with him saying, "Peace. Hey, it's okay. I'm here. And everything that I've promised you, everything that I said I would do, I did. And it's justified now through my resurrection." He's letting them know, hey, I'm back. I'm alive again. I've been resurrected from the dead. Okay? Now, the reason I believe, and we talked about this yesterday, that Jesus was expressing peace towards them is it's a representation of what Jesus offers and what God wanted from day one with Adam and Eve in the garden. God's intention with man is to have the wholeness of peace and the wholeness of security. But because of sin, we can't experience that any longer, and that grieves God, and he hates sin because of that, because of how it separates us from what he wanted us to have. But then Jesus comes into the scene and says, hey, I can give you this peace that God intended you to have through the shedding of my blood and my resurrection. And so that's what he does. I wrote this down yesterday, that I'll just read it to you. Sorry, I'm feeling a little under the weather today, so excuse my voice. The disciples were scared, and Jesus, he's offering peace. And then they saw the holes in his hands, and that's when they believed. They believed in everything that Jesus had promised them while he was on earth before his death. And they knew if death had no hold on him, then all that he promised is a guarantee in spite of their fear. That's something that is applicable to us today. The peace of God that's offered through Christ now, it stabilizes your emotions. It gives confidence to your thoughts. There's security in uncertain circumstances and situations. And then lastly, nothing can stop his peace. And really the question is, do you want it? Do you want that peace in your life? And so pray today, pray this week for the peace of God to transcend through your fears and your insecurities and your circumstances, and for God to just bless you with that peace, bestow the peace upon you, and for you to experience the wholeness of that peace that God intended from day one with Eden. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. We'll see you next week.